Lil Blood TV back again with another Lil Blood TV exclusive. Powered by Talker Media. Of course, we're always powered by Talker Media. Today, we got a very interesting young fella. Gunna before Gunna, if you get what I'm saying.
In real life.
San Francisco's very own. And I ain't even gonna front my shit. I don't even want to say the nigga from Frisco because the nigga got so much game. Like, the Bay. And I mean that in a saucy way because I converse with this brother, I politic with this brother, and you can hear it in him. He got game from the Rich, from the V, Oakland, like, man, quiet as kept. This nigga's from West Oakland. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, this is one of the brothers I salute in this shit. I respect highly, very intelligent, underrated. Underrated in the sense to where like this nigga so wrong, got too much game. Chairman Fred, Huey P, Bobby Seals, like Africans, Ascaris that um, the world ain't ready for y'all people in such a sense. I said that to say introducing the son, presenting the others. Gunna goes global. How you doing, King?
Oh man, I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm right here in mobbing.
Yes, sir.
In real life.
Happy
You
New
already
Year.
know. Same to you. Mini moto.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Let's get it started.
2025 type shit.
Let's get it started. Gunna. What's the origins of Gunna?
The origins of the name or the person?
The person, sir.
Oh man, the origins, San Francisco, California, Filmo. You know what I'm saying? Product of a 2-parent home. They met in college. It's super dope. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, they went their separate ways, and my mother, like so many other black women throughout the United States of America, went the single route. You feel me? So we in lower income.
At what age?
About 7,
Okay.
8. You know, and they split. My mom's migrated, you feel me, from Kentucky to the Banneker homes, Grams, Auntie, all that. Pops from Honduras.
Okay.
So I got that in me.
Right.
But the origins of Gunna, man, honor, integrity, all that type of shit. But I came outside to get some money. The name was bestowed upon me by 2 older gangsters at the time. You feel me? It was befitting of my actions and my energy. You feel me? Being in field mode, being on the infamous 800.
Right.
For sure.
You said 2-parent home. I want to touch on that. Was that like, okay, now that they split, I go with Pop some weeks, Mom some weeks, or was it one parent was completely out the picture?
Pops went to New York, then he went to Honduras. So it went from a loving home, safety, to damn near hell. That's how I would describe from my parents split up until I jumped off the porch. That shit was a hellhole for real because moms ran into a dude that, you know, Monday through Thursday was cool, but he pick up that alcohol, you feel me, Friday and Saturday. So young nigga gotta either, I always felt like you gonna beast up or you gonna break down. And that's why I'm so aggressive the way I am. You feel me? Like I'm a cool dude, but it's another side to me because early on it had to be extracted out of me. Or if not, you feel me, I wouldn't be here talking to you, my nigga. I'd probably be fucked up somewhere. The victim.
Are you bilingual?
No, I'm not bilingual, but if you put me in Central America or South America, we gonna be good. You feel me?
Was your pops dark skinned for the
He's a
same?
black man like you, a little bit darker than
Talk
you.
to
For
me.
me,
Talk to me.
So it's a bunch
Say that
of
again?
Garifuna.
Garifuna.
Yeah,
Explain that to me.
You got Garifuna people in Honduras, Guatemala, Belize. You got dudes like I'm in love with the cocoa. What's my nigga name? OT Genesis.
Yes.
He got Ifuna. Some Shine. He got Ifuna. So it's a bunch of black people. They landed out there in St. Vincent, and when they landed in St. Vincent, they was like, the slavery shit, we ain't going for it.
Right.
So they set up throughout the coast,
Right,
and they still got the language. So you will see a lot of us, but assimilation is big. When you go to the Bronx, when you go to Houston, Atlanta, you're gonna see more. But a lot of times, it's like I feel like Bob Marley and them made being Jamaican cool. Being Garifuna, right now, you're not gonna see a lot of people. You're not gonna know unless you come to the house where English is a third language type shit.
Right.
That's cool.
The jumping off the porch.
Yeah.
Take me there. 14, 15, 13, a little older.
I jumped off the porch 13.
Talk to me.
North Oakland, California, Gaskill. Went to Santa Fe, went to Tech, went to Carter. You feel me? Went back and forth to the city throughout this ordeal. But I jumped off the porch. R.I.P. Tank. Shout out to Rand. You feel me? Shout out to Easy Money. Shout out to Bub. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. to Doobie. A whole bunch of niggas. You know what I'm saying? But when I jumped off the porch, it was to get money. I jumped off the porch with a Kirkwood nigga. I think he got like 2 life sentences in the Acorn nigga. He ain't here. RP. You feel me? You know
Ronnie
RP.
Perry?
Yeah.
Bless his
Yeah.
rest in
You
peace.
feel me? So we jumped off the porch to get money. The violence and shit like that, it hadn't even entered the equation. You feel me? I'm not knowing all these aunties and uncles and shit like that. They knocks. You feel me? Even though I'm living in the town, I'm not really understanding what's going on because where we from, a lot different, lot more project based. I didn't realize even though it looked residential, it's really a spot for real. You feel me? So jumping off the porch, being laced by dudes from the town, I'm talking about generations. You know what I'm saying? It gave me a different perspective because it's a lot more black people in the town than it is the city. You feel me? And
at that time.
Yeah, at that time. For sure, at that time. So even though niggas in the town getting down, you getting to experience like the athlete, the pimp, the you feel me, the dope dealer, the head buster, you feel me, the gambler, you feel me, the player, the Mac, you know what I'm saying? The dude who work at the donut shop, the dude that work at Giant Burger, you feel me? The mailman, the teacher, you got a variety of blackness in the town. So you able to see the mobbing, but you're also able to see the militancy. And then of course you're able to see the degradation and poverty and shit like that. So jumping off the porch, that shit it really just helped, I would say, refine what I learned in the city, because in the city we come up super militant. You know, we already got that stigma on us and shit like that. So that's why when you run in the city niggas either they really with it or they just not. But coming from project, nigga, you gonna get with it.
Quick question, before it slipped my mind. What's the difference from project living and block living?
So when you go to West Oakland, you got Ghost Town, you got Dog Town, you got Acorn, you got the Bottoms, you got Cypress, you got all these different neighborhoods in West Oakland, right? But when you go to the Jets, when you go to Acorn, it's more compounded. So neighborhoods go left to right, projects go top to bottom. So I'm gonna say that again. Projects go top to bottom, neighborhoods go left to right. So you got to think it's only so many people could live in a house, but in projects it go top to bottom. So how many of us is gonna be? It's a lot more institutionalized. So project niggas got different mentalities. You feel me? Because it's more survival of the fittest. When you in a house, it's this type of love. But when you in projects, my nigga, them the material them walls feel different. It's cold. When it get cold, my nigga, it's like you feel isolated because it's the same materials that they built prisons with. We just didn't know it. You feel me? So this is why project niggas is a little bit more, I mean, some people may say shadier or whatever the case may be, but it's colder because our ancestors didn't live like that, my nigga. It's not normal to stack people up. We supposed to go left to right. So project living and project niggas is just a lot more cutthroat. It's a lot more community based, but that cutthroatness for whatever reason, and I feel like it's just the material of how they built this shit. Because it's a lot of niggas from Fillmore that's not from the projects, but when you come down the way where we at, it's just a different mentality, man. It's shady.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Did project living have an effect on you mentally?
Nah, my mom got us up at the projects early. I was exposed to the projects, but my mama died twice and come back 3 times before she raised her kids in some projects. You feel me?
Say that.
So,
How many siblings you have?
You feel me? I got 7 altogether.
Wow,
So,
okay.
You feel me? So my mom's, the way she did it, I'm not a product of my parents.
Say that.
I'm a product of the streets. My parents raised a god, a genius. Every crime I ever committed had nothing to do with them.
Right.
They didn't raise me like that, but the environment I was in order to survive, I felt like it's the chances that got to be took, because even though I loved them, I respect the 9-to-5 people. They was working too hard for me and they wasn't getting nowhere. So when I looked out the window, I seen the dope dealer. You feel me? When you come to Fillmore, we flamboyant. Niggas having money. Niggas having women. So growing up, I always knew I'm going to have some money. It's going to be a whole bunch of women. We going to high side. We going to do what we do. So going to the town, I get to see the best of the both. I get to see the best of both worlds. Jumping off the porch in the town, being from Fillmore, it was damn near like heaven on earth to a certain extent, because I was around when the West was lit, when niggas was painting the East on Fridays and Saturdays. You feel me? So I mixed all that shit together, and you know, my perspective and my experience has been a beautiful one, a glorious one.
Right. You said something. You said you're not a product of your parents. Your parents didn't raise you to be the way that you were when you was younger. Let's tweak on that for a second, because a lot of motherfuckers be like, "Oh, it's the way he was raised," and not knowing that I was raised a certain way, but I also had choices, and a lot of us choose, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Let's touch on that for a minute. How important is that to, you know, put that out there, or just to let a motherfucker know, like, no, this ain't my mom and my daddy. My mom and daddy raised me to do this. I was the defiant one.
Oh yeah. They raised me the right way. I'm not, my mama ain't never been arrested. My daddy ain't never been arrested. They met in college, like I said, San Francisco State University. But like so many of them, they was in environments where you ain't really have a chance. Cause you could, I'm around my parents. Let's just keep it all the way a buck, my nigga. Between the ages of around 10 and 15, 12 and 15, you around them maybe 5% of the day. Good morning. You may come in the house to get something to drink real quick. Good night. That's not even 10%, but I'm gonna give it to you. If I'm gonna give you 10. My mother, very spiritual woman. This is why I'm not no shady, scandalous ass niggas. This is why it's a lot of niggas that's still alive right now, because my mother instilled things into me morally and spiritually, not to transgress against fellow Africans. You feel me? My father is a businessman. That's why I've always been business oriented. But again, in an environment that I was in, and the environments that I was in, I felt like, you know, not even the strong gonna survive. You see a few niggas get their head bust, you feel me? You see a few niggas get knocked down, or you hear about a few people getting knocked down, you gonna get with it or you gonna get left. I seen a lot of good dudes early on get their life took too. So when it come to my parents, they did want better for me, but they didn't have means to it. They didn't have access to all of the stuff that they wanted me to do. It wasn't no connection there. College, it sound dope, but you went to college and you ain't got no money. You understand what I'm saying? Working 9 to 5, being safe. It sound dope, but I'm looking at y'all work hard and y'all not getting nowhere. So this is the choices that they say we made. You gotta understand the brain don't develop fully for us till we 25. So I started selling dope at 13. Do you know why I started selling dope?
Talk to me.
I'm an honor roll student, bro. I'm going to school with all these kids. They getting Pokemon, Yellow, Game Boy Color, all the shit. I'm wearing Sauconys at the time. I go from J. Jonas, you know, I'm fresh. Size 4.5, size 5. You know, mom's doing her best. I'm coming through with the Old Navy, but once you get to that certain grade, she like, you got to downgrade.
Yeah.
So wait, you want me to wear the Sauconys? You want me to wear the Wallabies? You want me to wear these things? Okay, I'm able to deal with that. But you mean I'm an honor roll student, and when I go back to school, all these niggas still got, these niggas got Game Boy Colors and all that, and I'm just like, damn, so I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not getting nothing. Then my upstairs neighbor, nigga, mamas, he had 2 mamas.
This is in Oakland, right?
That's in the town.
Okay.
They from the city. At the time, nigga, his family, they really, of course, I didn't know at the time, but anyway, this nigga parents is boosters, so this nigga come out with everything except the motherfucking moon. So when I come out Christmas Day, you feel me? This nigga had everything but the moon. I say, God damn. This nigga got the leather coats, this nigga got the scooter, this nigga got the J's, the team J's. I'm phony.
Right.
Mom's bought me like a 20-in-1 box set for Christmas. So it's a big box. She got it wrapped up. I'm thinking I'm him. I'm finna be in the building. I open it. I'm disappointed. I'm crushed. I'm like, God damn.
Socks.
Nah, it's fake chess set, fake checkers. I say, damn, I'm poor as fuck. So nigga, I'm intelligent. I'm an honor roll student. Remember, I'm telling you, so I'm able to do the math.
Right.
I'm like, all right, I'm poor. This ain't finna work. About 3-4 weeks later, I'm selling dope, and I never look back, ever.
So, did your mom know off the back you was grinding, like, or selling dope? How did you hide that?
So I love my mom, but my mother, she's very artsy. You feel me? And
What you mean by that?
I'm about to break it down to you. My mother be in her own world. She write plays. You know what I mean? She write books. I always like spiritually, she's in another realm. But when it come to reality, I couldn't imagine my son coming in one day. He got 8 gold teeth at the top, 8 at the bottom. I couldn't imagine one of my children right now go from asking for never asking for nothing, new shoes, new clothes. I'm getting caught with cars. I'm saying to other people. She find my stash. I remember when she found my bundle. I probably had just buzzed down like 2 or 3 zips. So you know back then, nigga, that's looking like this. So I remember I get home. She's like, I need to have a talk with you. I'm like, you know, I ain't tripping because I know you ain't going in my shit. You feel me?
That's what you thought.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She like, what is this? And I look, I'm like, oh, she was like, I was gonna flush it down the toilet, but I wanted to talk to you first. And I was like, oh man, if you do it, they're gonna kill me. I'm holding it for somebody. I gotta get it back to them. Right? She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, just give it back to me. I'm when I give it back to him or whatever, I'm gonna be safe. I'll put it in the backyard. You feel me? I never bring dope in the house again. But my mom didn't really. I think she saw the money and she saw the change, but at the same time, my mom mentally, I think she was somewhere else too. Like a lot of parents, she wasn't. Again, my mom's real. She's a real spiritual woman. She's smart when it comes to that, but reality wise, she more like what you tell me is what you tell me. So if you tell me you ain't selling dope, you ain't selling dope. And aesthetically, I just look like everybody else in the neighborhood for real, for real. And the way she raised me, she couldn't fathom like, oh, it's no way he gonna be in the streets. So there was.
Are you the oldest of 7? I just never.
On my paternal side, I'm the oldest. On my maternal side, I'm the second oldest. I got an older brother named Alman, and he locked up right now. Been locked up for a while, but he the one who laid the foundation for me in Filmo. You know what I'm saying? Even though we like second, third generation, he was the one who, you know, laid this shit down and made it acceptable for me to be able to even come outside.
Do what you do.
You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Okay, how was it? Back and forth to Fillmore. You go on the Fillmore, you got the Oakland twist, you got the Oakland sign, and then you come to Oakland with the Fillmore twist and the Fillmore gander. How was that?
The town always embraced me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Niggas in the town, man, it's a certain type of love, especially once a nigga see you not no sucker. The town always embraced me. Of course, back then having DuckTales and Shags and shit, you know, niggas, you know, that was a joke. But it was never a joke to like put a nigga down. It was more like, man, y'all different over there across the bridge. In the city, I was embraced, but when it came to Fillmore, to be honest with you, this early on. So this is back when, you know, niggas in the town popularized dreads, locks, whatever terminology a nigga want to use. That shit got popularized in Oakland, California. So that was a huge part of Oakland identity. So in Fillmore, a lot of niggas didn't. Nah, it wasn't a lot. It was certain niggas that was stuck in their ways, wasn't feeling the fact that a nigga had dreads, a nigga can gig, a nigga had scrapers, because it's a lot of shit that I brought to the city. And it's a point nigga by the name of Dango, he brung a lot of shit to the city too by way of the point, because he had folks in West Oakland. So it's people that's holding on to the language, holding on. Don't get me wrong, in Fillmore, we still Fillmore, but you could tell it's something different about me because the Oakland influence. So in the mo to this day, it's like the players, the stand-up niggas, of course, they embrace it, they love it, but it be some niggas bitter about it behind the broads. That's pretty much everything. It don't never really be the town influence or town. It be the fact that the broads like it. You know, and town niggas is just flamboyant and keeping it a buck. Like in Fillmore, nigga, we some of the most flamboyant humans ever made. So you add a sprinkle of the town in it, and then you get that. That's a lot, my nigga.
Right.
I'm a lot. You know what I mean?
Crazy that you say that, because I was having a conversation with somebody too about our heritage and about our lineage. What I mean by that is Oakland, Frisco, etc. So it's like, I remember when I was in YA, and if you see a nigga coming, oh, he from the town.
Immediately.
You can tell him, right? But now it's like, okay, now everybody got the dress, the grill, the this, that, and that, the whoop. So you got a nigga from bumfuck Egypt. You just, hey, folks, where you from? Oh, I'm from Lodi. Lodi. You look like, you know what I'm saying? And then now it's the identity. It's like our identity damn near obsolete, because instead of us embracing our identity and being us, not everybody, but it's like people are bringing other cultures. They're basking in other cultures except for ours, basically.
If a nigga really from the town or anywhere in the Bay, for real, it's gonna be foundational characteristics that you have. You feel me? I always give credit to the town because I understand it's the modern, it's the mecca of the modern liberation. You got to remember, before the Black Panther Party, as a black person, you was either Christian or you was a Muslim. You feel me? It was the Black Panther Party that said we finna break out of religion, which has been having us in shackles for centuries. You feel me? We finna break out of religion, and it don't matter what you believe in. We about black liberation. So that influence has always been there. But a lot of dudes right now that I feel like if you genuinely from the town, you know that. But it's a lot of people that come from the outskirts that don't know their history, so they extremely receptive to the South, the East, the Midwest, or whatever it may be. But the influence is there. Whenever you see a nigga with locks, you gotta understand it come from the town. Shout out to the Haitians and the Jamaicans, but I'm not talking about like the Rasta look. I'm talking about the modern look that niggas got.
Mhm.
The influence starts with the Black Panther Party though. Again, without the Black Panther Party, we had no Bloods, we had no Crips, we had no Pyrus, we had no BDs, GDs, or Vice Lords. Because originally it was literature. Originally it was structuring the community. So the influence of the town could be seen and heard anywhere and everywhere. In the city, we had a huge Black Panther Party population. Again, we come from projects, we militant, we migrated from the South. These white folks ain't finna be telling us just anything. So I do understand you when it comes to certain Oakland aesthetics, certain town aesthetics. It would be nice to see people really focus on that mob and y'all come up out of. It would be it'd be dope for people to really take pride in the town because all these other places fuck with what's going on. But it's the same thing going on throughout the Bay. Back then, I feel like we was extremely tribal, but with this internet, it's a lot of cross tribal contamination. And a lot of these niggas new to it, not true to it. So that's why they, you feel me? They talk the way they talk. Like me, I still say lightweight. It's niggas that say low key. Like I never say low key, but I know a lot of niggas that say it. You feel me? I'm a lightweight a nigga to death, man. Lightweight, fake way. You feel me? That's how a nigga talk. Like I still call them bops. It's niggas that they gonna thought about the bitch thought this. It's niggas that, you feel me?
You're a run, yeah.
Definitely a run. Definitely a runner.
Why would you say we embrace that pimp culture like that? Okay. And I can say the whole Northern Cali on that.
Yeah. Well, being from Fillmore and having Fillmore Slim back then, everybody wasn't turning dates. It was a chosen few. It wasn't a lot of women. It wasn't a lot of dudes. You feel me? And during that nightlife, whether it be the entertainers, whether it be the athletes, you understand what I'm saying? It was people who wanted to have fun, but they was too lame with no game, so they had to come with that change. The transaction was a lot more player from my understanding back then. Right now, it's watered down, it's diluted, and it's real predatory. But when I seen it, the reason why it was so alluring to us is because it was tangible. Pimps and the Max pulled up with the Cadillacs. You feel me? They had some game. They had some dames doing they Dougie. What happened and how it got perverted to what it is right now, though, my nigga, and I say that word intentionally, you got a lot of retards out here, my nigga, that got no business giving no type of direction. You got a lot of niggas that's lost out here. You got a lot of niggas that's really freaks. You feel me? But not only is they freaks, they got some warrior in them, and that shit don't mix. You gotta understand, you gonna be peasy or not. So when it come to Northern California, to layer this shit, why we so like, let's get some money up out of, or what you got for me? We come from the land of game. Just like we come from the liberation and the militancy, we also come from the game. We also come from, we walk into the store, here goes some money, little daddy. You understand what I'm saying? We come from being spunky. You got to understand, this is a place where we have sexual relations with women without paying them. Where else can you go in the world where these dudes is not paying? We the only region that don't think it's normal to give a woman all our money. We the only ones. Everywhere else in the world, that's what they do.
Yes, for sure.
You feel me? So when it come to us, I feel like, man, God must have said, you know what? We're gonna make this place a little different. We're gonna put something a little bit different in the water and something in the air and shit like that. And people may not like it, but if all that trick shit and all that give her everything you got shit worked, all these dudes wouldn't be participating in prostitution. They wouldn't be participating in the consumption of pornography. They'd be happy. You feel me? These niggas is dying early in life. I'm talking about all ethnic groups. These niggas miserable. You come to the Bay, baby, my happiness come first. You understand? Yeah, that way.
So, you know how the Bay, we're going through like a big ass change. And what I mean by that, a lot of people's fucking with the fentanyl, a lot of people's fucking with the crystal, a lot of people is doing these things that wasn't around when we were younger. So this is what I think. I think it came with the gentrification. So with the gentrification comes their drugs, come their way of living, come, this, that, and the other. Now, mind you, when we was growing up, we was selling crack. We didn't know the fucking crystal. We didn't know no fucking fentanyl. We didn't know these things. We didn't know the prescription. We didn't know about no prescription. I remember Eminem rapping
I about
about
to
it.
say Eminem the one who exposed us.
Right,
And
but
niggas
it
still wasn't
still
fucking
took,
with it.
yeah. So it's like now, okay, like I say, with gentrification came, you know, their shit.
Yeah.
Let's just tweak on that for a minute.
When you don't have knowledge yourself, you don't fall for stand for something. You gonna fall for anything. I don't feel like when crack got introduced, of course we didn't know the ramifications. I really genuinely thought they was gonna get high.
Right.
Nothing more, nothing less. I don't think nobody hit that pipe the first time like, man, my mind finna be gone and I'm finna be stealing from my mama. You feel me? When it comes to that though, I believe Hitler, he was the one who had his chemists do whatever they was gonna do. They put it together for them German warriors so that they would be able to march longer with no appetite and not experience fatigue. So it's it's an extreme upper, the original form of it. When it comes to that fentanyl though, man, and it comes to a lot of synthetic drugs, I just feel like the further you are away from spirituality and the God in you, the more receptive you're gonna be to certain things, right? When the pills got introduced, it was fun. I didn't partake, but I seen niggas. Niggas was doing this shit for fun. You know what I'm saying? I never really seen nobody indulge in anything with malice intent. When the pills kicked in, niggas didn't really know they had anger issues. Next thing you know, niggas a serial killer. But originally, it seemed like niggas was popping pills to get away and have fun and shit like that. But I mean, it's a difference between usage and then abusage. I mean, using and abusing. Nothing synthetic is controllable. It's no man. Free MAC. MA always talk about that shit like you can battle it, but you can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? Like ain't nobody defeated cocaine, heroin, my nigga, fentanyl, none of that shit. So spiritually, nigga gotta be aware because earlier you talked about Huey P. Newton and shit like that. The end of his life was in West Oakland. Some will say, this happened, that happened, but whatever the case may be, it was synthetic drugs involved in his, you feel me, in the later years of his life. And if it could take over a guy's mind or, you feel me, fuck with somebody like him, a nigga just gotta know. But yeah, with them, white folks, they get high as a sky, man. That's what they do. That's how they fuck with it.
How do you feel about Trump?
I don't really feel no way about him. I remember when everybody shouted him out in the songs. I remember when everybody was protesting against him. How I feel about politicians in general, though, and this is Democrats, Republicans, and liberals. I feel like they disconnected from the people. Our children don't go to the schools to their children, so they don't care about the public schools. You feel me? They're not living under the same wages that we living under, so they don't care about the people. Bipartisanly speaking, they don't care about us. They are disconnected from what's really going on with the average everyday American. And I get it. All right, we're going to blame Trump for everything, but understand the Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1865. Black folks been on the short end of the stick for over 150 years consecutively. So you're not gonna tell me this man just got in office 2 or 3 weeks and now this is the hardest 2 weeks of my life. I've been black my whole life. I ain't never seen no president come in here and fuck with us. When Clinton was in there, I seen my uncles get locked up. I seen people in the neighborhood get locked up. But remember, he came with the saxophone. He came with the fried chicken and all of this shit. He was in our face like he was cool. You feel me? So then when Bush got in office, I never seen no president genuinely or even pretend like they fuck with him. You feel me? When Biden was in office, what was going on? People quick to point out, man, get from up under their shackles, man. Massa in the big house don't care, man, about what's going on with us. Never has, never will. So I'm not going to advocate for no Democrat. I'm not going to advocate for no Republican. I'm not going to advocate for no liberal because it seems like whenever they get in positions of power, it's a total dismissal of black lives. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't no way we should be the last on everything when it comes to home ownership. You're not going to tell me we lazy. We built this country. Redlining and all this bullshit they got going on. So Trump could do better, but hopefully all these politicians, whether it be a mayor, a governor, a senator, a congressman, hopefully they get their shit together and understand it's 330 million people depending on them to do what's right. I'm not with all that Democrat versus Republicans. Stop being dumb or we're going to fall like Rome did. You feel me? Straight up.
Let's bring it back to the section for a minute.
For sure. Let's mob.
If you don't mind, could you tell us about the patch?
Oh, yeah, man. So, coming up in the neighborhood that I come from, you feel me? Especially in the 2000s, it was a lot of gun violence. When I say a lot, I mean the most, other than probably like the early 90s and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it really don't even matter if you rocking or not. When you in that environment, innocent get hit, innocent get hit, guilty get hit, good go, bad go. So with this situation, it's a war wound. You feel me? Wrong place at the wrong time, and that motherfucker got wet up. And I'm blessed enough to be here and shit like that. But at the same time, man, like I know a lot of my partners that got shot, so I don't ever trip off the shit, to be honest with you, because I could easily be a tattoo or a face on the shirt. A nigga can't say, "Oh, I'm rocking, I'm sending shots, I'm getting on shit," but then when you get shot, it's woe is me and the end of the world. You feel me? So that's where the patch come from. I was talking to my brother earlier. He said somebody asked him, was it a fashion? I'm like, nah, man, I got beautiful brown eyes, man. I would never. You feel me? Shout out to my mama.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
When did things like take a turn for you? And as far as like, okay, you're really indulged in the street. When and why?
One of the homies got his ass hit up, bullshitting. You feel me? I took that personal. But really, it was just some losses. Unfortunately, a lot of us between the ages of like 15 and 19, we lose somebody. And when we lose somebody, you allegedly you stand up or you fall back. So with me and the men that I happen to be around at the time, and I'm still around, you feel me? Shout out to my brother Body, Kringle, you understand me? Raw Deal, Free Ruger, Free Mackey, Long Live Dippin' Money Main. We just happened to be in field mode, man, when that internal conflict was at a peak. You feel me? And my mentality was very simple. Nigga not finna play with me.
Okay.
You feel me? And I know what's going on out here. I'm not finna turn the other cheek, and I'm not finna give people the benefit of the doubt, so it's fuck a nigga. You know what I'm saying? That reputation, those allegations and stuff sometimes have superseded me. So that's why when you say underrated, it's never the music, it's never the reputation, it be the fear that come with this shit. You feel me? I done had a luxury to rap other people's lives. I done had a luxury to come up under, basically being an actor. And I respect the entertainers. I respect the people who have found a way to monetize their observations. But me, it was like literally, nigga, we on the show and that night, nigga, we trying to score. You feel me? My life, that's the part that I'm here to talk about it. But nigga, we could have been millionaires about a decade ago. You feel me? A lot of times people don't understand. It's not that they made it because they fake. They made it because all their time is dedicated to this shit. Nigga, you got one hand on the mic, one hand on the pistol. After the show, you going to slide. What type of energy you putting out there? Nigga not aware of that. You don't understand, but this shit is a career. This shit take time. This shit take energy. So, what? This shit, man, it got real probably around the age 17. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Age 17, it got as real as it could get. And I did my best to juggle for a long time. You feel me?
What you mean by juggle?
2 feet and knees in the street and one hand on the microphone. Nigga tried. Like in my mind, I did the math and I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could do that. And it's like, nah, nigga, 2 involved. You feel me? Allegedly. And that shit, it come with a price. It may seem free, but nigga gotta pay for every single thing. So whether it be that bid, whether it be that fear, whether it be that, God damn, bro, it's gonna take me 2 years to get back on my feet. You feel me? That shit come with a price. So Yeah, I mean that's the story of a lot of Bay Area rappers though. How many of us is really dope? How many of us really come from living this shit? If we was in any other region, you know, we'd be go to platinum already, my nigga. I don't want to hear nothing about no sound. It ain't our sound, nigga. It's our reality. It ain't our sound, nigga. It's our reality. The majority of rappers, nigga, in Northern California is really like that. And if they not like that, my nigga, unfortunately, they too close to niggas that's like that.
Wow.
So in the end, my nigga, you getting them same results, but it ain't nobody there to snatch us up. You feel me? There ain't nobody there to really tell us. Shout out to a few up the way niggas. They told me before I got locked up, some older dudes like, man, gonna stay in the studio, stay in the studio. But nigga, I gotta get some money, nigga, and I'm funky. So I hear you, but I don't really feel you, my nigga. And about my nigga who can't do nothing for himself, my nigga, I'm on your ass about this shit. So, you know, again, next thing you know, you got law enforcement. They doing their job. They got a whole system built on putting niggas in cages.
Yeah.
So, you know, you out here, you
And
doing
they
your
gotta
Dougie.
fill them up. Yeah.
You doing your Dougie, but you haven't even lived long enough to know, like, nigga, your days is a number. You don't get told that at 21 and 24 and 25. You don't see niggas jumping off the porch in their 30s. Niggas jump off the porch in their teens.
Right.
And you already know how a nigga feel once a nigga get 20, 21, 22. Now you going through that invincible stage. Between the ages of nigga 13 and nigga 25, most niggas think they can't get killed.
Don't let you have a little money and stuff.
And we all having that. I didn't get shot. A nigga wasn't on my line. A nigga ain't never approached me and got on me. Nigga, I was in a van. They got hit up. My ego's so big. When that motherfucker getting wet up, I look back because in my mind I'm thinking, I know ain't nobody shooting at us. This how fucked up my brain is. This is how fucked up. I'm to the point to where I feel like nigga can't nobody fuck with us. Cause that whole day we was already on one. It wasn't like a nigga was just randomly. We was in the city, we in the mode, we fucking around. I pull up, the homie, you know, he just like, nah, man, don't do that to him. Not on no scary shit, just on some it ain't even worth it type shit. All right, get his bitch ass nigga a pass. He ended up getting hit up when I was in the hospital anyway. You feel me? So he get his bitch ass nigga a pass, and we slide to the town, fucking around. Got the drop on a nigga. He get out the car, he got his baby niggas. Give him a pass. Fuck it, let's go get some chicken and waffles, nigga. We slide and get some chicken and waffles. Why to this day I don't eat that shit. We get back to the city, I'm bullshitting. Them niggas like, go in the house. I'm like, nah. They're like, man, just go in the house. Van get woke up, but I say that's the arrogance in a nigga, man. All I had to do was duck like everybody else. We good, nigga. We gonna swap the renter out, nigga. We back in business, boys. Instead, these niggas rushing me to general, nigga.
God is good.
God is the greatest, man. Straight up.
God is good. Fuck, that was deep. That was deep. Music. Let's talk about this music. What do you want people to get from a Gunna album or a Gunna song?
I feel like when you listen to my music, depending on what it is, man, you getting the best the world has to offer. Because of where I'm at right now, it doesn't take away the fact that I feel like I'm the dopest doing this and it's been like that for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's equivalent to being a chef. And yeah, you ain't sold 1,000,000 burgers yet, but you know that your shit better than everybody else's. You feel me? So when you listening to me, it ain't even about authenticity. It's about energy. It's about art. I'm gonna paint this picture. I don't care if we talking about love or lust. I don't care if we talking about depression or rocking. I don't care if we talking about family or war. Whatever it is that I create, I'm giving you a piece of me, and that piece of me is good game. You know what I'm saying? It's no cut. It's no cut on what I'm giving you. It ranges from one end of the spectrum to the other. So I feel like at times that's where the confusion comes in because you hear me articulate and it's like, is he a conscious rapper? No, I'm a rapper that's conscious. Then when you hear the gangster music, when you hear the love, when you hear the lust, when you hear all of this range, we in the Bay, my nigga, you know that's not how most of us operate. Nigga be in one lane, make one song the same 1,000 times, and it ain't nothing wrong with that. But me being a true artist in a region where art, I'ma say, kind of fake way took a back burner in the 2000s, in the 2010s, and it's reemerged, it's easy for that to get overshadowed. You feel me? But as of late, I'm seeing some I'm not even gonna say some flowers. I'm seeing some things go the way they need to go for me to get in a position to be able to, you know, really represent the region the right way, my nigga, to the fullest extent.
Are you still passionate about music?
I'm passionate as fuck. Just told you I'm better than everybody that's rapping. Everybody. I didn't say a name. I said everybody.
As you should.
Everybody that's making music. I hear niggas' music. They go crazy. They can't fuck with me though. I don't hear like when I used to hear Wayne in the 2000s. You know how it was. You heard Wayne, you'd be like, God damn, I'm rapping, but fuck, this nigga on the whole. Nah, I don't hear that right now. You feel me? So when I go out there and I get in that booth, it's not for recreational purposes.
Right.
You feel me? I don't get in there and make music on some, all right, bro, I'm just finna rap. Nah. I'm raw as fuck. And when it's all said and done, you feel me, them gold plaques and them platinum plaques only gonna reiterate what I already prophesized, which is Gunna goes global.
If any, how do Gunna deal with suicide thoughts?
Oh, you talk about mental health.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my beautiful mother. Early on, she introduced me to prayer. Early on, she introduced me to history. Early on, she exposed me to my ancestors, and when she did that, it allowed me to understand what happened during the Middle Passage. You understand what I'm saying? It allowed me to know that many of my ancestors died literally and for me to get here. They literally, you know what I mean, got hung off trees and shit, got raped on them plantations, had to live for weeks at a time in fecal matter and all type of other stuff during the Middle Passage under them boats. So for me to take my own life, that's not an option. Because had they done that, given the circumstances they was in, we wouldn't even be here. So me, I lean on my blackness. And that don't mean I don't get low. That don't mean I don't feel down. That don't mean at times I'm like, damn, why I'm not where I want to be. But it does allow me to lean on the fact that I know my ancestors went through this shit 1,000 times worse and they died in it. Wasn't no internet. It wasn't no money. It wasn't no freedom. Niggas was chilling one day, took from their homeland the next, and died on plantations, bruh. So when you know your history, you're going to be able to overcome any and all adversity. And that's why you see our Jewish brothers and sisters talk so much about the Holocaust. That way you know what your people been through. All that slavery shit don't matter. If slavery didn't matter, why your last name belonged to a white man? If it didn't matter, why they give you their names, my nigga? You feel what I'm saying? So your history is very important. So when it comes to suicide and depression, it's very, very pivotal that you be able to identify your low points, identify your high points. Me, when I get down, it's certain fruits and vegetables I lean on, certain meals that I lean on, certain vibrations, certain songs. I'm gonna go play some Sade. I'm gonna play some Anita Baker. I'm gonna play some Bob Marley. I'm gonna play some Pac. I'm gonna isolate. You feel me? But you gotta have knowledge yourself and be aware in order to be able to do that. You can't pick up this phone and, he got the Lambo. He got the bust down. That's only gonna drive you into deeper depression. And this phone got a lot of people thinking fake shit is real. So now you winning in life, but compared to the upper 1%, you not. Come on, bro. 99, yeah, exactly. 99.6% of people is not millionaires. So my nigga, don't feel bad. 99.6. Right. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nigga.
Yes,
niggas
sir.
ain't out here eating like they think they is, B. Straight up, guy.
How do you think social media affected our community?
I mean, social media then came and distorted a lot. And this shit done rocked us damn near like crack culturally. You feel me? Because bitch ass nigga, you never been like that. But you telling me because you got some followers now, you a boy, you'll get stripped, nigga.
Yes.
You feel me? You telling me now because you got some followers, you a factor on the block or in the hood, you been a bitch the whole time though. And the thing is, you was our bitch though. Like, you feel me? You know how in every neighborhood on every block, like, but now you him, nigga, slap the fuck out you. You feel me? So this social
with all
media,
due respect.
Come on, bro. It's always been a pecking order. It's always been a hierarchy, man. This social media got niggas really thinking like, when it comes to the women too, it's like, I went to school with a lot of girls. Mm-hmm. It never been a whole bunch of dimes and bad ones. In every grade, my nigga, was maybe 5. And that was like if your school was overlit. Come on, my nigga. You go to Mac, you go to Tech, you go to Castlemont, you go to Skyline, Ohio, Fremont. You telling me everybody was bad? if you don't get the fuck out of here, my nigga. So it's like that. The social media shit be tripping me out too because I don't got no problem with no makeup. I don't got no problem with no filter. I don't got a problem with none of that. But when you get in my face and you act like I'm supposed to treat you, you a 5. Come on, out the shower, lotion, hair done, you a 5.
Right.
Maybe 6. You want me to treat you like a 10? That's motherfucking crazy. That's crazy. Hey, you doing your thing in whatever space you in. You got your followers. You got your business. I respect that. So you mean to tell me now, because of this phone, my nigga, and what you've accomplished on this phone, it's supposed to translate into real life. Yeah. Bitch ass nigga, my grandmother ain't had no followers, nigga, and she the best thing that ever happened to me.
Yes.
Jesus didn't have no phone, my nigga.
Yes, yes. And it's crazy that you say that because females can't differentiate. And not even females, it's men too. Like, I'm gonna respect you and treat you like a human, not like a bot.
First.
You know what I'm saying? And
first.
This is not social media. This is real life. And I think that's why a lot of relationships are not working. And that's every culture because of what? Social media. You get what I'm saying? And the activities and the women that the algorithms push towards us. You get what I'm saying?
Check this out, man. You're not gonna tell me you was better than you better than our grandmothers and our great grandmothers, all them children that they raised.
Yeah, and grandchildren.
Yeah. You feel me? You're not gonna tell me you better than them, and they got this thing with comparing. Check this out, man. Your grandfather was able to pay the bills because the house only cost $2,700. Rent was every bit of $7. Yeah, he was able to pay the bills and all this shit, and your grandma did her own nails and feet. Somebody show me a picture of a nigga grandma with a sew-in.
Yeah.
Somebody show me a picture of Grams at the nail shop. Grams did her own nails, sis did her nails and feet and all that. You got to understand we was a self-sufficient people. Now you going and you looking at these millionaire folks. You got the birthday party. Come on, bro. They got $30 million. How's we giving it up like them? Then you got the baby showers that's bigger than the weddings. You got a lot of things that's confused because I already know the baby don't even know about the baby shower, blood.
Nor the birthday that you just went above and beyond.
The baby don't even know. When the baby born, talk to him 5 years. You remember your baby shower we spent all that money on? Baby gonna be like, definitely don't. Definitely don't remember that. Remember your first birthday? Definitely don't. That's why with my kids, I love them, but we not finna do the fool. We gotta utilize this money. But that social media influence, man, they got a lot of people brain fries and got these niggas cooked out here. They really think bro, I don't know. It's like they wake up, look at the phone, and then it's like, all right, because they're not making it, they just faking it. I don't know what they do when they look at this thing, but they must pray, bro. God, they prayer must go, God, how can I be tuner today? Allow me to be a clown. It gotta go something like that, my nigga. Because that's what they doing. And then these broads, like, these broads, man, I ain't even gonna lie to you, my nigga.
What's your, you married, girlfriend? Confused? What you got going on?
I'm married to the mic.
Married to
you know
the
what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's a woman I love, you understand me? But you know, I'm a product of my environment.
What that mean?
It sound good.
Okay, let me know something.
You know what I'm saying?
So for the young lady.
I'm from the most, so you know I gotta, you feel me? You heard what I just said, man. Didn't it sound good? Now you want the definition and the details. Come on, man.
People take play. That's a young lady. Man. She watching Lil Blood TV. She see Gunna on there.
If it's a young lady or older lady, you feel me, that's involved in tech, you feel me? Like, we're gonna put emphasis on this because I'm not one of those, come on. If you willing to, you feel me, 6 figures and up, we can converse. You feel me? I'm gonna just keep it all the way a buck with you. That's where I'm at this point in my life. So you come with that 6, 7 figures, you got some stock and shit like that. I'm just saying, we in the Bay. Why not make the world a better place? So yeah, that's how I'm operating. But all y'all freaks out there watching this, thinking you finna slide in my DM and we finna have a good time. We ain't doing none of that. You feel me? Cause yeah, if we go to the town, baby, and we go, yeah, what you thought I was taking you out to eat, but don't get me wrong. Shout out to the beautiful women out there, the beautiful ladies. That was the ism that just came up completely up out of me. I treat women good platonically, you feel me? All that other stuff, man. I'm focused on being a millionaire. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even got that freaky shit, man. It just...
How can the people reach you?
We ain't done, my nigga. They don't need to know that yet. What's going on? Yeah,
How
we
can
mobbing.
how can they meet you? How
Shit.
can they reach you?
If they watching this, they already know, man. You know what I'm saying? We got any questions in the audience, man? Anything y'all want us to touch on, man? How we mobbing, man? Hey, Lil Blood, man, I want to give your flowers again in real life, man, in real time, my nigga.
Thank you, King.
All you gotta do is what you doing and multiply it times 10, blood. You
Yes,
got
sir.
the dopest one. You got one of the dopest platforms in the game.
Thank you, sir.
Ain't too
Appreciate
many
it.
niggas driving where they driving, pulling up on people, pulling up. Come on, my nigga, you him.
Appreciate you, yes, sir.
You got $1 million situation going on right here, my nigga.
Yes, sir.
Internally, not externally, nigga. You don't gotta go to LA. You don't
Yes,
gotta
sir.
go to Atlanta.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nigga, you
Yes,
got the
sir.
dope ass team. And you
Yes,
got the
sir.
presence that any of us gonna pull up. Whether it be an NFL player, NBA player, whether it be a rapper or a rap star, whether it be an entertainer, whether it be a, you feel me?
Talk to me. Talk
So
to
yeah, I
me.
gotta speak that life into you, my nigga, because as I look at the platform, my nigga, at this point, I just feel like you should be 10 times bigger. And you capable.
Yes, sir.
You
Talk
feel
to me.
me?
Yes, sir. Talk to me.
And you know where we come from. We come from the land of the rare ones. You know what I'm saying? It's a special place to be from. All them other places, man, they doing whatever they doing, but they not like us.
Right. Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Yes,
And the
sir.
conversations that you have and what you gonna extract is gonna be way different from people that don't understand the culture.
Yes,
A lot
sir.
of shit that's going on in the Bay right now, my niggas, because you got people that's in position that's not of the culture, my nigga. They
Say that
act.
again.
You got a lot of people in position that's not of the culture, my nigga. You understand? Cosplaying, deep acting, what they call that shit online, deep AI. That's what's going on, my nigga. You feel me? So if we don't have the use of the world out there, my nigga, it's gonna continue to be the balance that's going on right now,
Right.
which is no balance at all. And shout out to the people that's in position. But in the Bay, the niggas that's authentic cannot continue to be excluded. If we went to Chicago right now and we only had Chance the Rapper, what if we didn't have Chief Keef and Lil Durk? What if we went to LA, my nigga, and it was only Kendrick Lamar? It wasn't no YG, it wasn't no Nipsey. That's what's going on right now out here, my nigga. We come from the game.
You know, and the thing is too, we all know, we all see it, and they say patience is a virtue, but what I say, what happens when virtue run out of patience? You know what I'm saying?
Man, fuck all that patience shit, man. We ain't got 2 lives. Don't get me wrong, man. You know, slow and steady win the race. But right now, it's definitely about aggressively putting people in positions of power. It's about people getting out of the way and not being afraid of somebody stealing their shine. Because with this social media situation, my nigga, it's more than enough for us to all win. You feel me? We don't gotta change our voice. We don't have to assimilate. We not doing none of that shit. I remember back like in the 2000s, they was trying to make this transition in the Bay Area. Like basically, we being too gangster, we being too hard, we being too this, we being too that, right? If you look at all of the charts and the majority of the rappers to this day, my nigga, they standing on business. They standing up. So all that watered down shit that people want to paint us as like they want Diet Bay Area. They don't want the, you feel me? Diet Bay Area. They want this, hey. Check this out, blood. Niggas ain't never been welcoming and never been friendly. We come from urban America, my nigga, and it's no urban city that has been welcoming like that. So all this watered down shit, yeah, we got integration, yeah, we got gentrification, but a lot of these niggas got to get the fuck out the way. As far as niggas talk about politics, I be hearing that shit on social media all the time. Niggas politicking, man. Homicides lower than they ever been. So however niggas is politicking, quote unquote, man, niggas is misconstruing the word. Niggas is really just being.
Honestly, this is why I don't pay no attention, because politicking, in our terms, has no business being on social media.
Come on, man.
So, you know what I'm saying? And when people throw pebbles and throw rocks, I pay no attention, because you're doing it on social media and you're doing it over a media platform to where the world can see it.
Attention. You know they addicted to attention.
Clout.
This shit it be feminine too. Since coming up, nigga, it wasn't no words exchanged until it was time to do what we was gonna do. But back to this beautiful place called the Bay Area. A lot of solutions is getting the women involved too. To handle the business platonically. I'm gonna continue to say that. The industry, the system, whatever it is that we got going on, man, we gotta really not only show the world but monetize what we got going on and keep this shit consistent. It's a huge part of our culture that has not been shared with the world. We was going gold and platinum in the 90s and the 2000s because that authenticity was being shown to the masses. Don't get me wrong, man. People love hip hop. But when it come to rap, when it come to actual rap and that tribal shit that we spit, that's what transcend beyond any demographic you can think we can be in. And in the Bay right now, we ain't really had that in a minute. It's a lot of talent out there. But niggas want to hear that. The world want to hear that. Like, what's really going on with y'all? Type shit. You feel me? So everybody that's out there constantly talking about our sound and this, that, and the other, man, nigga ain't trying to hear that weird ass shit, cause my young nigga going up right now talking about chasing a little 2 bands. You feel me? He trying to get a little 2K. I'm in the house slapping that shit. You feel me? Nigga, so you not gonna tell me none of us better than him, nigga? You feel me?
It's the moments, man. He having this moment.
I fuck with him.
Like I said, you feel me? That shit is, man, it's social media. If I said some shit like that, you niggas would kick me in my ass. Come on, bro.
Free Boski. Come on, my
Somebody
nigga. Your
keep it
biggest song
mad.
is crazy, bro. That's crazy work.
Yeah.
You actually
But
imitating the sound of the wop, wop,
Well,
wop.
listen though. It ain't like, I don't want to say it because I don't want to get flagged, but it's just crazy.
Wop, wop, wop.
It's just crazy.
It's crazy. And we all fuck with it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We like that, my nigga.
It's crazy.
Come on, man.
Gunna, I love you.
In real life, African.
Gotta keep this shit going.
All the way.
I'm saying it here so these people can see me. I need you to come back, and I want you to be a returning guest, our host, quote unquote. It's 2025, and we're doing something different, and I would love for you to come back. You know what I'm saying? And host here and there, because we're doing some new shit, like I said, and you're one of the perfect people for it. So we're gonna politic and put it together. Man, big blessings, bro. Big blessings, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you. If y'all see this shit around right here, this bro shit, this Gunna shit, one of the sauciest thing in the world. Matter of fact, this episode is sponsored by the Bay Hoodies. So fuck with my nigga. What can they reach you at, big dog?
At Gunna Goes Global, everything, man. New music dropping. New music drop. 100 million is the record label. Headshot Committee is the crew, man. We mobbing in real life. We're gonna keep everything extremely honorable.
Thank you, bro. Love.
Nothing but
Lil Blood TV. Over and out.